Right guys, this is my take on the cheapest, the best value way, your most cost effective way to grow mushrooms. Any sort of mushrooms really, any sort of mycology. I've whittled it down to bare minimum, and this is a setup cost. I'm going to go through each and every element, and then hopefully another video later down the line will put all these elements together to show you how to proceed in growing mushrooms. Dead quick, easy video. Firstly, we've got some vermiculite, about £1. I've put that on the costing. We've got a cocoa coir brick, dried, sealed. We've got some gypsum. This is calcium sulfate. I've costed that at £1. We've got some isopropionate, alcohol, 70%. We've got some Happy Shopper whole grain rice. Probably the most important thing is a spore syringe. We've got a Tupperware, small Tupperware tub, rubber gloves. We've got a small mono tub shoebox. Then we've got an extra large mono tub, if you can see that. That's going to be used as a still air box. Very, very important. So I'm just going to run through the costings, and you can see how much all this is costing. So the top bit is a spawn and substrate. We're going to use the whole grain, which is, I don't like Uncle Ben's. It's sometimes too hydrated, can cause sort of wet rot. These Happy Shopper ones, the Tesco 35p they are, or Aldi, this is in the UK by the way, are the best ones. So here the costings just broken down for you. Spawn and substrate, gypsum, £1, vermiculite, £1. Obviously you buy these in bulk. I've just give them a nominal figure of £1 each. The Happy Shopper whole grain rice, 35p. Cocoa coir bricks about a £5 roughly. You can bulk buy them as well. This would do about 4 grows. So 1 brick for a £5 would do 4 grows. So that's actually the spore syringe. Just talk briefly about the spore syringe. I inoculate about 8 bags of this with one 10mm spore syringe. So you're going to put about 1.2 cc's in the whole grain rice bag. It's got to be whole grain rice. Back to the costings. We've got a large mono tub, cost me a tenner from B&M Bargains. This here, this is where you'd be using it as a still air box. We've got a small mono tub, I think the price is still on there, £3.99, £4. We've got rubber gloves, £1. The alcohol was a tenner to keep everything nice and clean. Spore syringe, average spore syringe price is about a tenner. Obviously buy from a recommended vendor, or then with high reviews, good customer service. So just do your own due diligence and research on that. Tupperware food prep box. Now this is for use to, I use this for the substrate to make it pasteurized. So I can walk through that again with you. And then all the other equipment that you need is a radiator or a heat source. Obviously some space, natural daylight if possible, i.e. a window, and a microwave. That is it. Really, really simple, really, really low cost. And we're going to give you the whole figure of this, which is total cost to set up. And don't forget, this is a setup cost. All them totted up is £43.35. Once you've got them, the only additional things you buy is a microwavable rice, obviously the core bricks, and the ingredients. Oh, and more of these. You're going to need more baby mono tubs. So depending on how many grows you want going at a time, £4, just multiples of 4s, and that's it. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Nice, quick, concise. Give it a like, give it a share. Much love.